watching Biography of the Millennium on A&E. Here's where we stand in our countdown of the most influential people of the last 1,000 years. Everyone's heard about the separation of church and state, but one man invented it. And he was a pope, our number 70, Pope Gregory VII. When he came to power in 1073, Gregory was determined to drag the Catholic Church out of the Middle Ages and clean up corruption. For years, kings had been selling church positions to the highest bidder. Priests had been selling indulgences to their congregations. When Gregory tried to end these corrupt practices, he was forced to flee Rome. But the die was cast, and Gregory's reforms would prevail, bringing the church back to its original purpose, the worship of God. In 1628, Dr. William Harvey wrote a short pamphlet describing the human body's circulatory system. Many believe it's the most important medical text ever written. Until Harvey, doctors believed blood was manufactured by the liver, moving back and forth through the body like the tides of an ocean.
The reason people wear wedding rings on this finger is it was thought in the old days that there was a special vein that went all the way from there right directed to the heart. Harvey made it clear that all the veins go back to the heart, not just that one from the finger.
William Harvey discovered that blood constantly circulates through the body, pumped by the heart. His explanation of the heart and circulatory system was revolutionary, the bedrock on which modern physiology, the study of how our body functions, is built.
Well, Franklin is a remarkable human being. He's the quintessential American because he did everything.
Benjamin Franklin, number 68, inventor, ambassador, postmaster, and even insurance salesman. He was America's Renaissance man.
Franklin discovered electricity, invented the lightning rod, invented the Franklin stove, invented the bifocal glasses, and did all that while getting wealthy, being a printer, and writing an annual almanac.
Benjamin Franklin, who was brilliant and a little ornery, is sometimes looked at more as a scientist and an author than as the statesman and the diplomat that he was.
Franklin played a key role in America's Revolution and helped draft the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution.
Franklin is quintessentially that inquisitive, curious, driving energy, which is at the heart of the American experience.
Say, kids, what time is it? Ho, 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 ho! Well, howdy, doody, kids. Well, howdy, Mr. Doody.
He didn't invent television, but Vladimir Zworykin brought it into our living rooms. He went to work for RCA and told his new boss he would need $100,000 to perfect his electronic system. He wound up spending $200 million, but he changed the world. Today, for each baby born, a television set is built. That's $250,000 every day. By the time they're teens, those kids have spent 3 years in front of the tube. You can thank or blame Vladimir Zworykin. The first motion pictures were short, silent films with simple plots and crude camera work. Number 66 on our list changed all that. Writer-director D.W. Griffith brought storytelling to the screen, using sophisticated photography, lighting, and editing to create full-length features.
Griffith created a tremendous appetite in the general public. He put things on the screen that no one had ever imagined, let alone seen before.
Griffith's landmark film was the epic Birth of a Nation. Though hailed at the time, it shocks us today with its racial stereotypes.
At the time Birth of a Nation came out, even though it was a racist movie, D.W. Griffith was the symbol of the potential of the film medium, for good or for ill.
His politics were questionable, but his gift was obvious. D.W. Griffith turned movies into a form of art. Werner Heisenberg holds the number 65 spot on our Millennium list. He's the brain behind quantum mechanics and the famed uncertainty principle. Unlike many European physicists, he stayed in his native Germany throughout World War II. Of course, America beat Hitler to the bomb. But today, many believe that's thanks to Heisenberg himself, that he sabotaged the development of the Nazi A-bomb. In the post-war years, Heisenberg's contributions in quantum mechanics would come to be widely appreciated, for it is the study of how energy works, the science of the everyday world.
Pablo Picasso is the single greatest artist of the 20th century and the 19th and the 18th. And
Pablo Picasso, number 64. Prodigious painter, sculptor, potter, and artist. In his 91 years, he produced some 20,000 works in a mind-boggling variety of styles. And more than that, he changed all the rules.
I think he'll go down in history as another Leonardo. I mean, Leonardo had so many strings to his bow, and he was a scientist as well as an artist and a sculptor and a creator of new technologies and so on. And I think the same thing with Picasso. I mean, that he managed to transform the whole face of art.
Visionary, revolutionary, and chameleon, Picasso shattered conventions and fragmented space. And when he was done, he had redefined the face of both painting and sculpture. Art is not the truth, he said. It's a lie that allows us to approach the truth. Number 63 on our list is the witty, perceptive, and still enormously popular English author Jane Austen. She produced only 6 novels in her short lifetime, all published anonymously. But her insight into the human condition is extraordinary.
Jane Austen is important in that she created the novel of manners, the woman's novel, the novel that elevated private life into a matter of intense importance.
Austen had a keen eye for the society of the English countryside and a perfect ear for the foibles of her genteel class.
She totally captures that world and the class of it, the relationships of it. I think an amazing writer.
She's made it possible for women to write about certain kinds of subject matter. Women, families, country villages, small movements of the soul. These are important.
I love it.
And so they are.